Okay. Hi friends. In this particular video, I am giving you a brief idea about various arithmetic instructions of 8086. Okay, let us see what are the various arithmetic instructions. Generally, if you perform these arithmetic instructions, the flag registers are affecting. Let us see. Uh, the general syntax for any arithmetic instruction is mnemonic followed by destination comma source. So depending on the type of the arithmetic instruction, mnemonic is changing. Preferably mnemonic destination comma source is the syntax for arithmetic instructions. So let us see various arithmetic instructions are like addition, subtraction instruction, multiplication, division, increment, decrement, BCD. In that BCD also we have DA and DAS. Okay, similarly ASCII arithmetic in that EEE and AAS. So all these instructions comes under arithmetic. Let us in detailedly functioning of each instruction. Okay. So for writing any assembly language program in 8086, these instructions are very essential in addition to addressing modes. So let us see in detail. First coming to addition. So the name itself, this addition instruction is used to add the source content with destination content and result is stored in destination. Okay, let us see in which way it is possible. So generally the mnemonic for addition is add or sometimes ADC also. I will tell you when we are writing add, when we are writing ADC. Destination comma source. So this is the syntax for addition instruction. We can write either add or ADC. So when we can write add instruction is used to add 8-bit number with another 8-bit number or 16-bit number with another 16-bit number, then add is enough. So when we can write ADC, for example, one number contains, many number of bytes. So many bytes are there. Maybe another number, maybe some other bytes. In this particular example, so one number having many number of bytes. See how many bytes are there? 7A act like a 1 byte, 7A act like a 1 byte, 56 act like another byte, 34 act like another byte, and 21 act like another byte. Like that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bytes in first number. Second number also 4 byte. So in that particular case, if you write add instruction, then for example 9 is added to we get carry. Next to if you write add C, it is called it as addition through carry. So if you write add C instruction, then automatically if you add first two, we get carry. That carry will be passed to next positions automatically. That's the advantage of add C instruction. So in both add or add C, so what is your observation? The content of source is added to destination and result is stored in destination. For example, if I'm writing like this, assume AL is equal to, for example, 20H. BL is equal to, for example, 30H. Now we are writing like this, add AL comma BL. So in this example, what happens? The data that is present in BL is 30. The data that is present in AL is 20. If you perform add operation, what happens? 30 data is added to 20 data. Then result is stored in AL. So what is result? 20 add with 30, 50. So that 50 result is now present in AL register. So after executing this instruction, AL becomes 50H, whereas BL becomes the same. BL is equal to 30H only. So the content of source is unchanged, whereas the content of destination is changing after the completion of addition instruction. So before addition, AL is 20H. After addition, AL becomes 50H. Like that, addition occurred. So this is normal addition. If you write add C, what happens? So if you take a more than 16-bit number, so in that particular 16-bit number, we have many number of bytes. So in order to add those particular numbers, we use add C instruction. That's the difference. So addition type. So only thing is syntax is changing. So here instead of add, we are writing like a subtract. SUB. SBB. So SUB is normal subtraction of 8-bit source or 16-bit source with 8-bit destination or 16-bit destination. Subtraction instruction is enough. If you write SBB, subtraction through borrow. So if you take a multi bytes, so more than 2 bytes are present in a n number of bytes of one number with n number of bytes of other number, then subtraction through borrow, SBB, is useful. Okay, right. So here subtraction is source content is subtracting from destination content, nothing but, for example, if you consider AL is equal to 35H, BL for example equal to 30H. If you perform subtract AL comma BL, then what happens? So which data is subtracting from which one? BL data is subtracting from AL. So that is simply it is AL minus BL, and result is stored in AL only. So what is AL minus BL? 35H minus 30H. So what is the result now? 505H is the result. This result is stored in AL. So AL register now receiving 05H data after performing subtraction instruction. Similarly, subtraction through borrow. This instruction is used mainly for multi-byte subtraction. Coming to multiplication, let us see what is multiplication. In multiplication instruction, here also the source content is multiplied with destination content and result is stored in the destination. Let us see syntax for multiplication. Syntax is MUL. So unsigned multiplication I am telling you. MUL source only. So which is act as a destination. Generally accumulator register is act like a destination. Preferably the source must be base register only. For 8-bit operation, BL is the source register. For 16-bit multiplication operation, BX is the source register. Let us see example. If it is assumed it's a 8-bit multiplication, 8-bit multiplication for example. Let us see how we can perform. So first syntax for 8-bit multiplication is MUL space BL. So here no need of using destination. Destination itself is act like a accumulator only. So this is the syntax for multiplication. So no destination. Destination itself is act like a accumulator only. So what is the meaning of this MUL BL? If you perform MUL BL, then automatically the content of AL is multiplied with BL and result is stored in AX register, because if two 8-bit numbers are multiplying, result is more than 8-bit. That's why your AX register stores the result. So in that AX also AL contains lower 8-bit result, AH register contains higher 8-bit result. Okay, like that will done automatically if you write multiplication instructions. If it is a 16-bit multiplication, then MUL BX. So in that particular case, what happens? AX data is multiply with BX data and result is stored in AX and DX. Here, after performing multiply BX, the AX contains 16-bit result, first 16-bit result, and the next 16-bit result is stored in DX only if you initialize DX. So for this DX register, I already mentioned initially introduction part of register organization. So DX is another default register for 16-bit operation, but this DX will take the remaining part of the results only after initialization of DX. So before writing MUL BX instruction, we should initialize DX with all zeros. Then only DX takes remaining part of the result. This is about multiplication. Similarly for division also, like a same how we perform multiplication, division also in a similar lines. So but mnemonic for division is DIV. Same here also source. Let us see 8-bit division how we are performing. See division. In division also the source must be BL or BX register depending on the size of the division, and destination must be accumulator for 8-bit. For 16-bit, in addition to accumulator, we have DX register also. Let us say 8-bit division. So syntax for 8-bit division is divide BL. It is divide BL is the syntax for division. So if I write a divide BL, what happens? AL is dividing with BL and result is stored in AX. So now the content of AL is dividing with BL and result is stored in AX. In that AX also AL contains quotient result, whereas AH register contains remainder result. So in division we have two results, quotient and remainder. So quotient result is present in AL register, whereas remainder result is present in AH register for 8-bit division. If you go for a 16-bit division, let us see what happens. Now we are performing division 16-bit. So in this particular case, AX is dividing with BX and result is stored in AX and DX. Here AX register contains quotient part of the result and the DX register contains remainder part of the result. Okay, so like that in division we have two results, quotient result and remainder result. Here also this DX register will take the remainder part of the results only after initialization. So before performing division BX instruction, we should initialize DX with 0 0 0 0 0 0 4 zeros, nothing but move DX comma, in which we are initializing move DX comma 4 zeros. Like that we are initializing before division operation, then automatically DX takes the remainder part of the result. Okay, this is about the division instruction. Coming to increment instruction. Okay, this increment instruction is used to increment the destination content by 1. Let us see in which way it is performing. So syntax is INC. INC is increment destination. So if you write like this, what happens because of increment instruction? The content of destination is incrementing by 1. Here destination may be register, preferably register, sometimes memory location also. The content of memory location is incrementing by 1. Okay, for example, let us see how we can write. So increment AL. Already, for example, AL is having 0.5. For example, AL is having 0.5. 0.5H. So if increment AL, what happens? Because of increment instruction, now AL value is incrementing by 1. So 0.5 becomes now 0.6. Like that, the content of AL is incrementing by 1 value if write increment instruction. Let us see what is decrement instruction, like a increment. Syntax for increment instruction is increment destination. Coming to decrement instruction. So syntax is decrement instruction. Syntax is decrement instruction. Decrement destination. Okay, decrement instruction is used to decrement the destination content by 1. Let us see. For example, if I am writing DEC BL. Assume BL is already, for example, 0.5. So if you perform decrement BL, then BL content is decrementing by 1 value. So 0.5 becomes now 0.4. Like the content of destination is decrementing by 1 value if you perform decrement instruction. Okay. So we can write decrement BX also. Then the content of 16-bit BX register is decrementing by 1. Like that 8-bit decrement instruction related to 8-bit or 16-bit also we can perform 8-bit register or 16-bit. But decrement instruction is used to decrement the content by 1 value, destination content by 1 value. Then other two are very important. One is BCD arithmetic, then other is ASCII arithmetic. Now concentrate how we can perform BCD arithmetic and ASCII arithmetic. First, coming to BCD arithmetic. In BCD arithmetic, we have two types of instructions: DA instruction and DAS instruction. Let us see what is BCD. It's a binary coded decimal. What is DA? DA means, let us see here. We'll see in detail. DA is a decimal adjust accumulator after addition. So after addition, so decimal value is adjusting. Especially accumulator value is adjusting. Let us see in which way it is possible. First of all, what is DA? So generally, this DA instruction is used to perform arithmetic, especially addition. DA instruction is used to perform addition of two numbers. So in those two numbers must be BCD form only. So the selected two numbers must be BCD form and result also in BCD form. So the DA instruction is used to add two BCD numbers and result must be in the BCD form. Unfortunately, result is not BCD form, in hexa form. In that case, the DA instruction add 09H. Okay, if lower 4-bit value is more than 9, then add 09H to the number. If higher 4-bit value is more than 9, then add 90H to the particular number. And it will continue until the result must be in the BCD form. Let us see in which way it will add another. Through example, we can understand. For example, I am taking two BCD numbers. One is 39. So BCD means no A to F, only 0 to 9 range only. So only decimal, only BCD range. Okay, 39 is a BCD now. 12 is also BCD. Now I'm taking two BCD numbers. Then I'm performing add AL comma BL. So the content of AL add with BL and result is stored in AL. Let us see what happens. Just to perform add AL comma BL, what happens? Then let us see after performing the what happens. Okay, first let us see AL comma BL. Add AL comma. So AL is 39. Then BL is 12. If you add, what is result? 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 means in hexa B. 3 plus 1 is 4. So now it is not a BCD because A to F letters, if they are present, means it is hexa. No, 4B is a hexa representation. So then this is the result before DA instruction. So before executing DA instruction, what is the result of AL? AL result is 4B. Then if you write DA, okay, after add, then I'm writing DA. Then what happens if I write DA instruction? DA instruction always check the result. So in that result, if lower 4-bit value, if it is more than 9, see here B is a lower 4-bit. If this lower 4-bit value is more than 9, then it will add 09 to this result. Unfortunately, if higher 4-bit value, for example, if it is more than 9, then add 90H to this result. Now in this example, lower 4-bit value is more than 9. That's why in the instruction, what happens? This 4B is now added to 09. Okay, let us see if you add 09, what happens? You know what is B? B is 11, add with 9. So total is 20. In hexa representation, no, range is up to 16 only. So 20 minus 16. So result is 4 and left side we have carry because our result is more than 16. That's why carry. Then 4 plus 1 is 5. So if you add 4B with 09, result is 54. So now in this 54, is there any A to F letters? No. Then it is purely BCD. Like that, DA instruction will checking the results. Okay, either if lower 4-bit value is more than 9 or higher 4-bit value is more than 9. If it is more than 9, then if it is lower 4-bit value more than 9, it will add 09. If higher 4-bit value is more than 9, then it will add 90. In this example, lower 4-bit value more than 9, that's why we are adding 09. Okay, and it will repeat. For example, in this result also again hexa is occurred. Then again it will add 09. If lower 4-bit is more than 9, 09. If higher 4-bit value is more than 9, 90. And it will continue until result is BCD. So after DA instruction, what is result now? 54. It's a purely BCD form. Like that, DA instruction performing, taking two BCD numbers and making result is also pure BCD form only, no hexa form. Okay, DA, that is DA. What is DAS? DAS is decimal adjust accumulator after subtraction. Previous one is addition, no subtraction. So instead of add, we can write subtract here. Instead of DAS, we can write DAA, we can write DAS here. Because of DAS instruction, what happens? Instead of adding 9, here we are subtracting 9. Okay, DAS instruction is used to subtract 9 if lower 4-bit result is more than 9. Subtract 09. If higher 4-bit value is more than 9, subtract 90H from that particular number. And it will repeat until result is pure BCD form. Same procedure, addition becomes now subtraction. That's it. Coming to other important one is ASCII arithmetic. So ASCII arithmetic instructions are mainly two types, AAA and AAS. What is AAA? AAA is ASCII. AAA. Full name is ASCII adjust accumulator after addition. AAS is ASCII adjust accumulator after subtraction. Let us see what is ASCII. Generally, the numbers range 0 to 9 are represented as 30H to 39H in ASCII code. So in ASCII code, the numbers 0 to 9 are represented as a 30H to 39H in ASCII code. So every time in AAA and AAS instructions, the range of hexa numbers must be 30H to 39H. Then only they comes under ASCII code of 0 to 9. Okay, let us see what is the role of AAA instruction. So AAA instruction will takes the ASCII numbers in the range of 30H to 39H. Okay, and performing addition. After addition, okay, if result is in the hexa range, it converts that result into in the form of unpacked BCD only. Unpacked BCD means result must be in the range of 00H to 09H only. So AAA instruction will take hexa numbers and performing the addition of those hexa numbers and making results like a unpacked BCD form only. Okay, so during this unpacked BCD form representation, okay, it will checking lower 4-bit value. If lower 4-bit value is more than 9, then add 09H to that number like DA instruction. Similarly, if higher 4-bit value is more than 9, then it will add 90H to that particular number. Okay, same procedure here also. But one important point is after executing AAA instruction, the higher 4-bit values becomes masking off. Masking off means it becomes all are zeros. Let us see in which way it is possible. So in AAA instruction, remember the number should be in the range of 30H to 39H only. Those comes under ASCII code of 0 to 9. Let us in this example, I'm taking two hexa numbers in that 30 to 39 range. So one is AL is 34H, the equivalent ASCII is 4. Similarly, BL is 38H and equivalent ASCII is 8. Now I'm adding AL with BL. Okay, then I'm indicating AAA. What happens? So first, before AAA, after performing add AL comma BL, what happens? What is AL already 34? BL is 38. If I add, what happens? 4 plus 8 is 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 means in hexa representation C. 3 plus 3 is 6. So answer is 6. 6CH. So before AAA instruction, your AL having 6CH. So now after addition, I am writing AAA. Because of AAA, what happens in AAA? It will checking the lower 4-bit value. If it is more than 9, then it will add 09H. So it will now add 09. So now after adding, what is the result? So C is now 12 plus 9 is now 21. 21 is now more than 16. That's why 21 minus 16 is 5. So result is 5 because 21 is more than 16. Left side we have carry actually. But whereas in AAA instruction, so during the time of first 4-bit addition means C added to 9. During this addition, if any carry appeared, that carry comes to next byte, not into the next 4 bits. See here, now my 6 added to 9. I have carry. That carry may not added to next 4 bits. That carry will be moved to next byte. That's why one I am writing in the next byte side, not in the 0 side. So why reason is because higher 4 bits becomes masking up. See here 6 plus 0 actually 6, but because of AAA instruction, higher 4 bits are masking up and lower 4-bit value, if it is more than 9, add 9. Okay, in that addition, if any carry appears, that carry comes to next byte. That's why C plus 9 is 21 minus 16. That's why result is 5. That carry comes to next byte. So higher 4 bits values are masking off. Carry comes to next byte. What is the overall result? 105 BCD. 105 BCD actually. So here lower byte is 05, higher byte is 01. So 05 is stored in AL register, whereas 01 is stored in AH register automatically. So again, see what the role of AAA instruction. AAA instruction will checking the result. That result should be in the unpacked BCD form only. For example, if the result is not unpacked, what happens? It will checking whether the lower 4-bit value or higher lower 4-bit value is more than 9 or not. If it is more than 9, then add 09. Okay, and higher 4 bits becomes masking of whatever it may be the value in the higher 4-bit, it becomes masking of. Masking of means all zeros. And if lower 4-bit value, if it is more than 9, add 9. So in that addition, if any carry comes, that carry comes to next byte, not in the next 4-bit position, next byte, act like a next byte. Okay, like that we get 105 result. If it is a AAS instruction, so instead of addition, here we are performing subtraction. Instead of adding 09, here we are subtracting 09 from 6CH in same example if you consider. Okay, this is about arithmetic instructions of 8086. Okay, right. So thank you for watching my video. Okay, if you really like, share my video. Okay, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.